Hi guys, how are you doing today? Well, I know so many of you have been waiting for this video. I hope it doesn't disappoint, but I did want to explain a little bit first, kind of why I moved into this new room to start filming and what I've done. I think that'll help make a little bit more sense. So first of all, the room is definitely more for function. Before I was in the dining room, and that usually works out great because I have a really nice big window in front of me, so I have a lot of natural light that comes through, and it just gives really accurate color most of the time in the videos. However, I started noticing kind of in the fall as we moved towards winter, the time of year really affected the lighting, and it wasn't always great. A lot of times there would be a glare on my forehead from the window, and also then, you know, we're kind of rainy in the winter, so for about a whole week we had like no sun, which is very strange in the South because usually if it's cold we at least even have sun. So we didn't have sun for several days, and that really hindered me being able to film anything. So that kind of just put the ball into motion. It's something I've always thought about, you know, getting some lighting. That way I can film any time of the day I want. So if any of you have been with me a while, you may remember that I was in this room initially when we moved in this house. I was actually on the opposite wall that I am now. So you saw like the TV in the doorway behind me. Well, that worked for a while because I had kind of a light above me, but there's only one window in this room, and this room actually faces the north. So I was really limited on the amount of sun that came in, and I always felt like sometimes there were shadows and everything. And then I got this bright idea. I wanted to move my vanity into our master bedroom. So I filmed a couple of videos in there, but I always had trouble with lighting because the vanity was right up against this big window. So it was almost too much light. So I was always have to do a lot of adjusting, so that really didn't work out. However, I loved doing my makeup in that room. Like I said, there was a lot of natural lighting, which was great. However, it was bad for the makeup. As you can imagine, sunlight, heat, not that there was a lot of heat that comes in those windows, but the sunlight was damaging a few of my makeup products I noticed, especially foundation, because I have my makeup, as you'll see, in clear acrylic cases. So I knew then I was going to have to do something about that. So it kind of just, everything evolved, you can see, as me needing a new place to actually house my makeup so that it was not affected by heat and light. Also a new place to film so that I could film any time of the day or year and not affected by the natural daylight. So that's how I ended up back in here. This is our third spare bedroom. I'm sandwiched between two others. And this is the room where we have our exercise equipment. So I'm sharing the room, but I wanted to let you know that, so I don't want you to think it's going to be some big, elaborate, beautiful room, especially because of what you see behind me. You know, that's really all you see when I'm filming. You don't see what's out in front of me and what I'm looking at, which I think most people are like that when they film. But anyway, I just want to let you know that the room is definitely more for function, not being pretty. Although, you know, I am sitting here doing my makeup, and when I'm filming, I do want something a little nice to look at. I mean, and I want you guys to have something nice to look at. You've definitely left me your feedback saying you love the wall. I'm very happy that you do. I love it myself. When I first moved in this room, you might have heard me talk about this a little bit on a vlog, I'm not sure. This new bookcase here that I bought, I intended for that, it was on another wall, I intended for that to be behind me, and I was going to put my desk, you know, which is my vanity, in front of it, so you would see the bookcase behind me. Well, that wasn't going to work then because of the lighting. I didn't have enough room in front of me to put the lighting. So we had to move the exercise equipment, which I'll show you that. So they're sandwiched a little bit together, but they're still functionable. So again, like I said, the room still needed to function as a place where we can come in and use the elliptical and the Pilates machine, do some free weights. If I need to move the lighting, I can. That's the easy part. So I'm going to show you everything here, just the setup. Definitely, I'm not going to take you through a full makeup collection. I explained that in another video, just because I think it'd make the video too long. I'll do that in a separate video. But so many of you wanted to see the space when it was finished. Like I said, I think you might be a little disappointed when you see kind of the behind the scenes. But anyway, I'll just show you everything for now. So let's take a look. Okay, so I'm standing over by the TV, kind of almost behind one of the lights here. And this is the area where I sit right here. So this is the original desk, you know, that I use as a vanity. And then you can see the wall here. This is the door when you walk in. And then this is the bookcase that I talked about. These pictures on the wall here are new, and I showed those in a previous vlog and where I bought them, but I will put the information below. They are Barbie pictures by Robert Best, and I absolutely love them. That's, to me, I know you're seeing a glare from the light, sorry. Here we go. This is definitely the best part of the room to me. I just love these paintings. So let's talk about the big thing, which is the paper. Yes, this is wallpaper. No, it is not glued up. My husband and I decided not to glue it because we didn't want to spend, a whole day or weekend doing it. And two, we did a project like this in our dining room in Florida. Once you start gluing the paper up, it was almost like tissue paper. It was an Italian countryside mural. It looked beautiful in that dining room. I loved it, but we said, oh my God, we're never doing that again because it was a pain. I came across this at Lowe's. I didn't know what I was going to do. As soon as I saw this, I'm like, I've got to have it. So if you look closely, you can kind of see, like right here is a seam. For some reason they show up more on this end than they do over here, thankfully. But, I thought I'm going to do some little tips and tricks to kind of keep it together so it just looks nice on film and when you walk in the room. When you walk in the room, you don't notice, oh, that's like not pieced together well. It shows up on film very well. But just to let you know, in case you have good eyes like I do, you definitely will see that it is not glued down. It was kind of hard getting, in between the seams to line up. For the most job, we did a really good job. There's a few of them that are a little off, but overall, I think it looks good. As far as the bookcase, I got this at Target, and I also showed this in a previous vlog, along with those two baskets. I'm sitting here, the stool is kind of low, you can see, as is the desk. This is just a great height for me now, to just go over and get things. Like, this is where the majority of my makeup is housed, in these Muji drawers. I've had them for several years, and I do talk about them in my previous makeup collection video. But it's just so great now. Before, if you remember that video, I had them sitting on the desk. Well, now they're over here kind of out of the way, but yet still close enough I can just reach over, open a drawer, and get what I want. So I'm really loving the bookcase. It also houses, a little bit of my nail polish. This just decoration, I had that before. Some books, some more decoration. My Kate Somerville book. And then I just put on the top here, this has shoes on it, if you can tell. I just put this up here. It's a decorative bag. When I was cleaning out the closet and redoing, reorganizing my bags, I came across these two and I thought, well, I don't have anything to put on the top of the bookcase yet, so let me just put those up there. So that's why that is up there. Like I said, I don't want to go into too much detail because I will do that later, but you can see, pretty much what I have there. And then I have my makeup mirror. Now, when I'm filming, this mirror sits off to the side like this. I can tilt it a little so I can still see myself basically when I'm filming, but that's where that goes. And then, of course, I just sit here. And then I just have some things right here. But for the majority now, my desk is pretty clear. I have a little bit more room than I did. So, of course, then here is where the tripod sits and the camera. And then, hopefully without blinding you, because it's kind of dark if I shut them off, these are the two new lights I have. And I do have two of them set off to the side. And as you can see behind that is the Pilates machine and the elliptical. And then over here, as I said, is just, a TV, a closet. That doorway back there goes to a bathroom. And then I just have a table over there with some things on it. So basically, as you can see, if I step back to, the doorway, this is what you see when you walk in. It's basically set up for filming purpose. Like I said, I can move the lights very easily if they're in the way of the Pilates machine. But let's be honest, I haven't been using that real regularly. We tend to use the elliptical a little bit more. So Again, this is the setup. Okay, so I hope that answered some questions. At least maybe it got rid of your curiosity as far as what the room looks like. Again, I know it's not anything, you know, real mind-blowing because I do share the room with other things, but that's okay to me. It's my little corner of the room. It works out just fine for me. You guys have said the lighting you like looks really great because I know sometimes that can be odd trying to work with that. And you do see a little bit, you know, of the makeup then behind me. So if I forgot to answer anything or if you have any more questions, definitely leave them in the comments below. And again, look for an updated makeup collection video later on. I just wanted to go ahead and get this video up now since I did just move in and you guys are commenting and noticing things, and I wanted to make sure that I answered your questions. So I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.